Welcome to a first look at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or pubs, which I like saying pubs more than PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, so that's what we're going to call it. For those of you that haven't already figured it out, pubs is an online multiplayer battle royale style game. Oh no, not another one of these, right? Wrong. Very wrong. Wrongity. Wrong. If you don't know who PlayerUnknown is, he is the originator of the battle royale. If there is a battle royale game that you enjoy, it's most likely because of him. Seriously. He created the original battle royale way back in Arma 2. He then later recreated the battle royale mod in Arma 3. At this point, he was hired by Daybreak Studios, formerly Sony Entertainment, because their misplaced several $1 million caused them to get bought out, to create the battle royale mode for H1Z1. So yes, if you are currently enjoying H1Z1 King of the Kill, you have PlayerUnknown to thank. At this point, he had the money, the background, the knowledge, and some fame as a developer to create his own game. Thus, the development of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds began. For those of you wondering, is this game really worth it, or is it just probably another crappy game from some developer trying to get into the Battle Royale mode and earn all that money? No. This is the alpha, the omega, the end to the beginning. So with all that background and experience, you expect it to be a good Battle Royale game. And it is. I've played in the alpha, closed beta singles, closed beta duos, and the time in between all of those was relatively short. Betas and duos were only a week apart, while the alpha and the beta was 2 to 3 months apart. And the amount of improvement seen from one version to the next is massive. For instance, between the beta solos and the beta duos, which was only a week time span, there was a 4.1 gigabyte update that fixed crashing issues, performance and frame rate issues, and a bunch of bugs. Between those 2 weekends alone of the beta, I put in over 40 hours into pubs, and the amount of time you could play solo was limited due to server uptime, because I certainly would have had more. This game is fantastic. I've played a lot of H1Z1, a lot of Arma 3 Battle Royale, and other Battle Royale games, and I have to say, this is the best feeling one of them all. But why? For one, it controls smoothly. Arma's controls can feel a bit clunky at times because it's more of a military sim. H1Z1 feels far too arcadey for me personally, even after dozens of hours. And H1Z1 has consistent bugs, server issues, hit registration problems, latency issues, and more. And those kinds of issues in H1Z1 don't go away either. At the end of the season, they tend to be replaced with new problems. However, H1Z1 has been the only real Battle Royale game out there with a solid platform and no competition. So it's shined and everyone has flocked to it because of this. So why should Daybreak push themselves to develop the game at a good pace with new content and better changes? This is why pubs is very important. H1Z1 has pretty much had no competition in their category of Battle Royale survival games, which leads to lazy development because where else are you going to go if you want one? Whether you like pubs or not, it's going to draw a considerable amount of the H1Z1 audience away, which is important. It's going to drive competition between the two of these and lead to better games on both sides of the table. But enough about competition in the marketplace. How's the actual game? First off, pubs manages to be simple and fun, yet complex. The game has nearly 20 different firearms and some 15 different attachments that change how the guns behave. There are rumors of more guns coming up in the possible future, and also possible different ammo types such as armor piercing to do more damage to vehicles, and incendiary to more easily light explosives around on the map, but all within the balance of the game. And more importantly, these are just rumors and speculation that people may have heard a whisper or two. He's limited you on carrying more body and head armor to make this not like H1Z1, where fights can last 5 minutes and come down to who has the most supplies and who runs out first, which can honestly be quite boring in some scenarios. Vehicles are also not as important in this game. They have some importance at the start, allowing you to get into the circle faster and keep moving, and that's about it. In fact, many consider vehicles a bad thing at the end of the game as the circle gets smaller and smaller because of how loud they are and how much attention they attract. What is more important in this game than anything towards the final few circles is positioning. Raven and I won this game because of our positioning in this field. We were semi-hidden in these bushes. All the other players were up on these hills. because of how the wall shifted and where people were dropped. They were forced running down a hill into our hail of bullets, while also fighting against each other. It would have been really hard for us to lose this match, all because of our positioning. Getting deep into the circle early on and posting up as much as you can to surprise people often rewards you with more gear of people checking a house unsuspectingly and killing people off in the distance as they wander up to your house. This isn't a game you can jump out of a moving car and bunny hop hip spray someone down. You will get murdered every single time unless they have the aim of a potato. Tactics and awareness are rewarded more than anything else in this game. Along with different guns and different types of armor, you have level 1, 2, and 3 for both head and body, both providing more protection than the last. Level 3 tends to be fairly rare and it can withstand some of the highest damaging weapons in the game like the AWM. These weapons, like the AWM, the M24 Sniper, and the LMG M249, I've only seen come out of airdrops, so there's a balanced give and take to the system of looting. That being said, I have also won Battle Royales with only a UMP and a shotgun and minimal armor. Gear is less important in this game because of positioning and overall skill and tactics. That makes winning in this game feel more rewarding than, oh, I just got the sniper crate and headshot everybody across the map, or, I had 3 more helmets in my inventory and just stood behind the tree and put a new one on, then peeked you again. I think that has led to my understanding of the overall reason why he won't allow you to carry more helmets and more armor. While this is still a Battle Royale game created by the guy who has pretty much created all of the Battle Royale games, I would argue that this is the best of them all. I love the direction that they're moving in with the cosmetics microtransactions in this game. They'll have zero impact on your game experience and can make your character look pretty awesome. The overall movement feels good, the gunplay feels good, bullet travel time, leading targets, ranging, dropping, and here's another thing about this, dropping. I appreciate the dropping in this game more than anything else for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is that in H1Z1, when you drop where you drop, and you just aim for the best place that you can. You might get spawn fucked. In this game, you decide where you drop. Meaning, if you get spawn fucked, it's really your own fault for not choosing your drop point more wisely. Player knowledge of areas where to loot and where people are most likely to go and where you can go instead is extremely important and can always lead to you having a good drop. Raven and I, 90 to 95% of the time, have a great drop. The most we ever have to deal with are 2 to 3 people. Because we choose our drop points wisely, we out-loot and outgun the other people that have also dropped in the area that we have. This really puts the game in your hands as to how good of a start you're going to have. And I think it's really remarkably fair in comparison to H1Z1's.
Yep, clear.
My overall experiences with this game say yes, you should absolutely buy this game. For only $30, it's a bit of a steal. $40 gets you the deluxe edition with some pretty dope outfits and access to the betas with extra keys, which both have already passed unless there's going to be open beta key giveaways. I'm uncertain about that. But you also get that dope ass outfit that I was talking about, and this is Fashion Grounds, let me tell you. This is gonna be the new, Fashion Souls, the Destiny of Fashion, Breath of the Fashion, Zelda. With everything said, yeah, I really like Battlegrounds, and it's going to become a main staple on this channel, I think, because I put some 40-50 hours into it just through the betas. And during Duos week, I also would have played more, but I could only play if I had a partner. Well, I could queue up with a random. I didn't want to queue up with a random, though. I wanted to play with somebody I knew. So I waited until Tex and Raven were online or free to play with. Otherwise, I'd have been playing a lot more in singles. The rapid fixes of bugs, crashes, performance issues from one closed beta to the next, only a week apart with a 4.1 gig patch to fix all these things, is remarkable. It's rare to see a developer move this swiftly when fixing a game. It's also rare for them to see it do so well in terms of fixing the game. During the solos closed beta, I crashed about 5 or 6 times a day. During the Duos closed beta, I didn't crash a single time. I didn't have any more memory leak issues. I didn't have any frame drops except maybe 1 or 2 hitches which had some special circumstances that I'll forgive. I didn't have any latency issues. Even when I was playing on European servers with Raven, still didn't have any latency issues. And in this game, shotguns actually work and kill people when you shoot at them with it. This is like a revelation from H1Z1. To actually have a functioning shotgun is awe-inspiring for a game. But perhaps I'm being a little crass and a little bit of a dick right now. Main point is, guys, I loved PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds pubs, and I think it's absolutely worth your time. I'm sure they're going to have an open beta here soon. I wholeheartedly recommend you try that. It's going to have some issues because that's going to be the stress test to see if it can hold up to some 50,000 to 100,000 people all online simultaneously. But I still wholeheartedly recommend you try it and consider buying it. I'll link down to the website below. I really enjoyed it. No, I'm not partnered. No, I'm not sponsored with them. I would like to be, though. But this is just genuinely a game that I really enjoyed, and I think it's like the next step towards correcting a lot of problems that there are in H1Z1 and in general game development. I try to put forward and tell you about games that have really impressed me with their development, their mechanics, and how quickly they address and fix issues and listen to player feedback. And this game has done all of that. During the single closed beta, I had an issue with an audio, and how it only sounded like the audio came from the left and right sides. That issue was fixed during the closed beta duos, and I didn't have any issues with the audio at all. So it does seem like they really do listen to the community and really do work on problems really quickly. And I think buying this game for $30, you'll be put in good hands. There's going to be one additional map on launch, as well as additional modes, additional clothes, additional guns added in the future, and they're going to have fully moddable tools for the community with workshop support. So we'll probably see even more maps and more modes and all kinds of different stuff. PlayerUnknown is very, very prominent on giving modders all the tools they need to create the most they want out of the game. So it's really going to be an interesting game to see how this evolves as we go further into the future. That's going to do it for me and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I will leave a link down below into their website. You can also check them out on Steam. I am Guns. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can come watch me on twitch.tv/GunsGames. That's GUNZGAMES. You can check me out here on YouTube, which are already here. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to subscribe and like it, and also turn on notifications. You can come listen to me rant or make sexual jokes at other streamers over at Twitter. And if you'd like to support the channel directly, you can go to patreon.com/3gunsdown, which will probably be changed in the near future to Guns Gaming, but we'll see. I'm Guns. Hope you enjoyed this video. I love your faces. That sounds like Philip DeFranco, doesn't it? Shit. I love you. This is sexually awkward now. See ya!
It wasn't a crash, it was a tactical landing.
Yeah. I call it the do 360s until you're ready to go and then hit the beach.
That's a really creative name there. How'd you figure that one out, man?
Just thought about it.
Oh yeah? Man,
yeah,
you got...